It's week 11. It's time to get your NFL picks and predictions in right after this. What's going on, NFL world? It's your boy, the WayneBreezie. Welcome to Pigskin Picks. For those that don't know what this show is, this is a show where myself and my co-host, What Most Knows, goes back and forth each week, and we pick the teams that we feel are going to win. Now, on this week's episode, we're going to be entering week 11 of the NFL. All right, and I can tell you right now, man, it is a tie. I think it's a tie. I believe Mose and I figured out and tied this thing right up, right? We're both, I think, 103-49. If not, he may have a one-game lead, or I may have a one-game lead. Now, I don't have his picks for this week, and that's okay, but I am here, and you guys are going to get my Week 11 picks. So let's go ahead and get down to it. We are sponsored by the Locker app, so go ahead and download the Locker app, all right, in your local app stores on your phones. Make sure you join the TWBEN Sports League so you can bet against everybody that's in the league. You can bet in your props, your bets, all that type of stuff, man. Listen, it's the best app out there for fantasy betting. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. That's the Locker app. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of today's episode, and I'm actually excited. I'm kind of excited about this now that I think about it. You know what I mean? So we're on week 11. You can see that my score is 103-49, and let's go ahead and blow this up. Now, these are going to be a little bit more tough because 14 games this week, 4 teams are on a bye. And I'm a little nervous because the Washington Commanders did lose last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I believe Mose picked the Steelers. That's why I think Mose may have a one-game lead on me. But they're on the road, and the Philadelphia Eagles are looking a little bit better than what they normally have looked. They put up a lot of points. Their defense played really good last week. I'm going to go out on the limb, and if Brian Robinson plays, he didn't play last week, but if he plays this week, it's going to be a tough game. But I'm going to go ahead and pick the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they win a close one by 3 points. At home. This is an NFC East divisional battle on Thursday Night Football. So I'm going to go fly, Eagles fly right there. Then you got another Sunday. You got a Green Bay Packers traveling to the Chicago Bears. There's nothing about the Chicago Bears I like anymore. I don't know. It's just not going to take me long. Green Bay Packers coming off their bye week. Simple win for the Green Bay Packers. They're going to go ahead and get the dub for sure and improve to 7-3. I don't know if this is going to be a blowout because, again, it's a divisional game, but I definitely feel like the Green Bay Packers are going to win by 2 scores, all right? 2 scores for sure. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions came out with a close victory. I'm talking field goal, kickoff win fashion, but they're at home, and it's easily going to be the Detroit Lions for me. I believe Mac Jones will be starting QB for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we'll see how that pans out, all right? Now, the Minnesota Vikings had a close win as well. They had a game where they kicked off field goals. Sam Darnold's starting to come back down to earth, but they're playing the Tennessee Titans, and I know the Titans will be playing and scrapping and fighting, but I just feel like the Minnesota Vikings will get their together and figure out a way to win. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Minnesota Vikings on the road by 2 scores against the Tennessee Titans. Now, make sure you guys hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and feel free to let me know if you agree or disagree with my picks on this week, all right? So this week I get to battle you instead of battling my boy Mose. All right, next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders on the road with the Miami Dolphins. Mose picked the Dolphins last week. I didn't think that the Dolphins would be able to get it in over the Rams, but they did. I think the Dolphins will be getting back in sync with their offense. Tyreek Hill, another week. Hopefully the injury to his wrist won't, hold him to it, but they are starting to get back to Dolphins football. I'm going to go the Miami Dolphins. 2 scores easily for the Dolphins. All right, the Rams are coming off a loss, and they're traveling to the East Coast to take on the New England Patriots. Now, this depends on who the Rams have. They didn't have Cooper Kupp last week. Will Cooper Kupp be available this week? Puka Nacua did put up almost 100 yards, if not over 100 yards. They didn't run the ball well. Their defense was good. I think they find a way to bounce back and they get a dub against the New England Patriots. And for my Patriot fans out there, don't feel some type of way when teams are picking against your team, because none of you guys believe that this is the year for your team. And when you win, you just celebrate, right? When you lose, you be like, I knew we were going to lose. But the Patriots are clawing. They are scrapping, and I like it. Drake May is going to be their franchise quarterback. The team is all in on Drake May, and there's a possibility that they get the win at home. I need and want the Patriots to win for sure. That is 1,700%. So Patriots, do me a favor, prove me wrong in my picks. Cleveland Browns at the New Orleans Saints. Both of these teams just don't look good. But the New Orleans Saints look really good against the Atlanta Falcons last week, and Derek Carr is back to being Derek Carr. He's throwing the ball down the daggone field to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. If they get another game like that with one of the best running backs, I think underrated running backs in the NFL, Alvin Kamara, I'm going to go Saints here. They're at home. They're going to find a way to get that dub. Baltimore Ravens, this may be the game of the week. Can I get the bell? Game of the week, Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not sure who I want to pick in this game. I know the Ravens got the best quarterback in the game. I really do. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, since Russell Wilson has entered, has been able to score points, and they look really good. And I'm going to go out on the limb and say Pittsburgh wins this game at home. I know everybody's picking Baltimore, but Pittsburgh's defense is better than Baltimore's defense. Now, Baltimore can stop the run, but they can't stop the pass. Will this be a great passing game? If you got Russell Wilson in fantasy football, make sure you check out What's Your Fantasy. Start Russell Wilson, because the Baltimore Ravens defense, pass defense, is like last in the NFL. All right. Indianapolis Colts against the New York Football Jets. I don't know who to pick here. Now I'm torn. I really am. I'm super torn. And I really am. I don't know who I want to pick here. I really don't. I feel like the Jets should win. I don't know. It's Anthony Richardson on the road. He's going to be starting again. I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to pick the New York Football Jets. I feel like they'll find a way to get the dub. Atlanta Falcons against the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are coming off a tough loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, but they're at home. I'm going Broncos at home against the Atlanta Falcons. I don't think the Atlanta Falcons are a good team. I understand their record is 6-4. You can live with it however you want, but something about this Denver Broncos team, they have a tough defense. They have a great top scoring defense. And I don't think the Falcons will be able to do much against this Broncos defense. And I think the Broncos will do just enough to have a little bit more offense than the Atlanta Falcons. It's so weird, right? So if the Broncos defense can shut the Atlanta Falcons offense down, they got to find a way to stop Bijan Robinson, which I believe that they can. I'm going to go Denver Broncos at home. Seahawks travel to San Francisco. It's going to be the 49ers. They get the sweep over the Seahawks. NFC West battle. This will put the Seahawks to 4-6 and pretty much kind of like out of it, unless the Rams lose. If the Patriots beat the Rams, Seahawks still got something to really fight for. But other than that, I think the 49ers start separating themselves from the rest of the NFC West this week. Here's another game of the week. Wait a minute. We got two games of the week. Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills. Can the Buffalo Bills hold down the fort at home? Can they? I don't know. I feel like the Broncos almost beat the Chiefs. They almost had it. Can the Bills hand the Chiefs their first loss this season? I want to say this might be the upset special. Because I hate the Chiefs, I'm going to go Buffalo Bills here. I'm going Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills hand the Chiefs. Now, I know the Bills can't beat the Chiefs. You know what? I'm bugging, right? I'm tripping. I want to win. I'm going to go Chiefs. I changed it. I'm sorry. I'm going to go Chiefs, man. They're undefeated until they're beaten, man. I'm going to always pick them. That's my rule. Undefeated. You pick the undefeated team until they're beaten, and then you can kind of come back down to earth. Cincinnati Bengals put up 800,000 yards last week against the Baltimore Ravens. Can they do it against a tough Chargers defense? That's going to be the question. I know we saw Jamar Chase cook, but now they got to play a stronger defense, and they're traveling out to the West Coast. I'm going to go with the home team here. I think the Chargers get the dub. I really do. Houston Texans at the Dallas Cowboys. Texans on the road against the Cowboys. Dak Prescott is out for the season. He will not be returning. I don't think Cooper Rush will be able to get it done unless he's able to rush the football. I just don't think he can rush the football. So I'm going to go with the Houston Texans here. I think they get it done for sure on Monday Night Football. So we got some football matchups this week. Don't forget to make sure you like this joint, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share it as well, man. I like doing picks, and I want to continue to do this going into next season. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section if you agree or disagree with my picks for this week, as well as my predictions. And till the next time, man, keep it strong, baby. NFL all day. You know how we do. And it's Bang Bang 90 Gang all day. Peace.